Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am here at a local fencing company. I thought I would take you guys along to see where I get some of my reclaimed material for my projects. Basically, it's a giant pile of fencing that this company demos from their jobs, and they have to pay to have it taken to the landfill. So what they do is they throw it all in a pile in their lot, and anyone and everyone is welcome to come and take whatever they want, and then every so often they just like scoop it up and put it in their giant dumpster. I like to work with fencing as opposed to pallet wood, especially for like farmhouse frames. I don't have to do anything to it. It's already weathered, it's already a darker color. All I do is cut it and stick it on and maybe stain the ends to match. Also, it's old, so if there are any nails or screws left in it, they pull out really easy. I'm sure at least a few of you have tried to take a pallet apart before. That is miserable. That's a couple of reasons why I prefer working with reclaimed fencing. It is dirty sometimes, and you can't use all of it. You have to search for more, but basically the stuff that you find then is easier to work with. Let's see what we can find. Here's what is on tap today. Normally it's full all the way down to where that truck is parked. And you can see here, it's just a lot of scraps that are ground down into the mud. It's so muddy here today. I normally draw off the top of the pile anyway because that's where most of the not broken pieces are. Been here for 2 seconds and I've already stepped on a nail. Definitely tread lightly. This is probably something that you don't want to be able to know, but you can kind of feel when something is puncturing your shoe, and then you can like stop yourself putting your weight the rest of the way down before it goes through your foot. Not that I haven't done that before. How I Met Your Mother did a skit once in one of their episodes about a group of girls at a bar. How you see them all in a group and it's just like really intimidating and they're all so beautiful, but then you actually get right up on them and look at them one at a time and you realize they're just like normal, or in the episode they made them like really ugly. This is a little bit like that. You see this giant hill of possibilities and it's like, ooh, there's a little bit of great color, there's a little bit, and then you get right up on it. And it's a little bit of a challenge to find stuff that I actually want to take home. Once it comes to my house, I'm gonna be responsible for getting rid of whatever I'm not gonna use, which I can just burn it, but still takes effort. I'm also here looking for 2x6s. My sister and I have started doing a craft that uses a lot of those, but it's not actually a common framing member in fencing. It's a lot of 4x4 posts and 1x6 slats. But I did find a 2x6 board here one time that we started using up in a craft. So I'm gonna poke around and try to find some of those. I don't even know if that's a thing. Might be striking out on the 2x6s. I did find one section of 2x6 that you might be able to do something with. I wanted to show you though, this 2x4 looks pretty good from the front, nice and aged, but one thing you do have to look out for when you're looking through old fencing is you can see the back of this is it's what you call dry rotted. So it's just falling apart. It's not good. It's gonna shed everywhere, and it definitely has enough strength left to it if you're thinking about using it as a building material. So you can get away with a little bit of it sometimes, but in this example I would consider that too much. So this one we're just gonna leave here. I'm just gonna carry what I did get over to the truck and call it a day. When this gets full or when it's trash day, I don't know their system, they come out with a skid loader and fill that up. I've never climbed into it. There is a ladder on the side, but that might be taking a little bit advantage of their wink at liability as they encourage people to come hunt through a scrap pile full of nails for free material. I did want to mention, I know that this company is totally cool with this. Like, they post on Facebook, free reclaimed material, come and get it. So this is not me encouraging you to just show up at a construction company and start rooting through their garbage, because there is a lot of liability and trespassing and stuff. But if you don't know of someone in your area that does this, I would encourage you to call them, swing by the office. Odds are they'd be more than happy to let you have some stuff, because like I said, all that old material they don't have a use for, and they need to pay to have it taken away. So something to look into. I really like it as a free renewable resource. That's key. You can find stuff every once in a while, and somebody who knows that you work with stuff will bring you something, or you find it for free on a curb or a Craigslist ad or something. But I love this because I don't have to talk to anybody or go through any kind of anything to get material. I just show up and take it. It is some work. It's a little bit like thrifting. You're not always gonna find something great, and you do have to look through a lot of stuff that you're not interested in order to find something that you do want. But for me, the price is worth it. Free 99. Sorry, somebody else just got here. I've never seen someone else here when I was here. That makes me feel a little less weird. Even though I know it's okay, I still feel weird the whole time that I'm here, because it's like, don't mind me while I take your stuff. Anyway, the next time you see my face in this video, I'm gonna show you what I picked up today. I saw this piece of lattice. I definitely was not looking for this. This was found art that I have a few different vague ideas for. Nothing specific yet, all generally welcome sign related. I've seen something similar at Hobby Lobby recently that I might kind of mimic. Theirs is a little cleaner cut, maybe something like that. Here is the 2x6 piece that I was able to find, like 4 feet. If it's to my armpit, it's 4 feet, so maybe 4'2". It's very dirty and still on the fence. Fencing material. About whether or not this is going to work out. I do reclaimed, which means it might be a little dirty, but as far as finished product, I don't like having stuff that's really mossy or grimy. I will clean it up and see if it will clean up well, or if I just need to pitch it. I also found a couple, this is true 1-inch. So in building terminology, that's called a 5/4 board. I don't know why they name things so weird, but we all just live here. So I did find a couple of 5/4 by 6 boards that I'll just have to experiment with to see if they work for the project, because the idea is that the block stands on its own. 3/4 could do that, but not reliably. You don't want to sell somebody something that they have to balance very carefully to do what it's supposed to. I'll just mess around, cut some blocks, see if 1 inch is thick enough to stand on its own easily, and see if we can use that. Here's another piece of the same thing. And then most of what I got is a lot of just fencing slats that really all I use these for is I rip like 1 3/8 off of each side, and then I have a pre-finished edge on 3 sides to make frames out of for farmhouse signs. So that is what I will do with a lot of this. I probably won't show you all of it. This is one of those, but I grabbed it because I like the knots. So I'll try to find something interesting to do with this besides make a frame. These I grabbed, I thought they were cool because they have kind of a reddish tint to it. So that's probably, get a glove. So that's probably the faintest remains of a old fence color. And that's not super trendy in what you think of as farmhouse now. But if you think of farmhouse before farmhouse, barns were red. Okay, so barnwood probably would have had a lot of red paint on it. I don't mind mixing a little red in. I don't decorate a whole lot with it, but it's fun not to have everything be gray and white and dark brown sometimes. Found a couple of these. Pickets are always fun. I'm visualizing a sign that's like maybe this tall but long horizontally, and maybe like 7 or 8 of these, and then a word superimposed over the top could be cute. I didn't find that many pickets though, so I either have to do something else or go back for more. This is the last slat I'm going to show you, I promise, but I've been really into this lighter gray color that some of the fencing comes as recently. So I think that's most of what I grabbed today. I was able to find a decently length 4x4. Let's see. It's a 6 feet or a little shorter. I have a sandbox under the deck that I'm kind of putting together very slowly over time with scraps. The body of it is just these old 4x4 posts that I'm finding that are long enough. Most of them are closer to 4 feet, and that's not long enough to do my sides. But when I find any that are like 5 or 6 feet, I'll snag it. That is the main body of the sandbox. And then the very top where you would sit, I have a bunch of scraps from our front yard step project that I'm able to piece together and put on the top. But for the actual building part, I need like one each way instead of like a bunch of scraps together. I grab these when I see them. That is that. I would love to hear about anywhere that you guys find reclaimed wood or general building materials for free or highly discounted. I'm always on the lookout for more things. I don't troll free Facebook Marketplace or free on Craigslist as much as I used to. I don't know, I feel like I get sucked into my phone a lot more often if I'm trying to check those regularly enough to be the first person to answer or show up. And then once you're looking at your phone for something, oh, and I have a notification for this app and I should check this thing. 3 days later, you're like, what is real life? And I don't really do that so much anymore. Where are places where you get your materials? Do you have great discount building material stores in your area? Is there a different kind of contractor that I should think to contact to see if I could look through their scraps? Let me know. I would love to have more ideas of where to find stuff for free or basically free. I think that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please take a minute to like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.